Yeah. Rhinestones are your therapy.
Yeah, they are. Rhinestones are my medicine. If I don't wear them, I'll take them.
Dolly, it's nice to see you again.
Well, it's nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, staying so upbeat and positive and chill during a time that feels so heavy and dark and dreadful. I look at you and I think to myself, can I have whatever Dolly's having? And by the way, what are you? What are you taking?
Well, I'm taking my time trying to process everything. I just always try to go inside myself and try to find all the goodness in there. I try to look right inside everybody else and see all the goodness in there, and I try to weave that into something special and into some light rather than just dwelling on the darkness. It's easy to do that. It's easy to get depressed when things are bad, but I refuse to do that. I like to be productive, and I just try to think that things are going to be better all the time. I always think no matter what's going on, things are going to get better.
Today I woke up remembering that during the beginning of the pandemic, every morning I woke up to Light of a Clear Blue Morning for days, for weeks, and I'd cry. And that song, which is in your new book, Songteller, felt like the hug that I needed every morning to get out of my funk and move on with my day.
Well, sometimes I sing that song too. I think that's a really good song. Yesterday, somebody played me a version of Light of a Clear Blue Morning, and I said, somebody ought to put that out, like a record now, because it really is. It was kind of my song of deliverance when I had, been going through some personal darkness, and when I wrote it, it just kind of delivered me, brought me into the light. So it is a song of deliverance, and it is a song of light and hope. So for those of you that don't know, it's called Light of a Clear Blue Morning.
Yeah.
They can listen to it. Yeah.
Aside from that song, what's a song of yours that maybe still brings you comfort, like Light of a Clear Blue Morning has for me during this year?
Well, I actually write a lot of stuff. In fact, when the COVID pandemic started, I started writing songs. And I don't know if you ever heard a song called "When Life Is Good Again," and it's I tend to do more writing than I do finding songs to make me feel better. It makes me feel better to be able to write those kind of songs to uplift somebody else, and in turn, by teaching I am taught kind of thing, by helping I am helped. So it helps me to kind of do things that I know that people need, and I'm able to do it. And so I try to write things like that. So I've written a few songs about the times.
I have to say, okay, kind of obsessed with the fact that you and everyone's favorite pocket gay, Leslie Jordan, met for the first time recently. And Leslie can sing too, and I'm just gonna put this out here. But I wouldn't mind hearing you and Leslie collaborate on Just a Wee Bit Gay from that gay dance album that you keep teasing us
I
about.
never did put that song out. I wrote a song for those, that you're going to be writing about. It's called Just a Wee Bit Gay, and it's really, really a cute song, and he would be perfect. But you know what's funny? He's actually doing maybe I shouldn't. I don't know if he's announced it or not, but anyway, I'll just say this: he's actually going to do an album of some music, and I'm going to be singing with him on it, along with some other big celebrities. I'll leave it to him to announce what it is and when it is. But anyway, when he came, I could have sworn I have seen him so many times backstage, and I just felt like I knew him because I relate to him so much. And I make jokes, about he's me in drag and all that, and even dressed in drag and all. But when we met the other day, it was the sweetest, funnest day, and we were practicing safe distancing and had our masks and everything. But it was fun just to be around him. He's crazy as he can be, and I just love him.
Did you let him wear one of your wigs?
Well, he didn't have on a wig that day, but he has a wig. I've seen him dressed in dolly drag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't want to sound greedy because you have given us a lot this year that I'm very thankful for. A lot of music, a lot of content. But that dance album, maybe 2021?
Well, I am going to do that. I have a lot of good songs, and I might even, because there's so much going on, I think all of my gay following, they love my attitude and my songs, and I think I'm really wanting to do a lot of, kind of faith-based or just uplifting, inspirational type things. So I might actually incorporate some of that into a dance album, and where everybody can get out and dance and rejoice and do whatever. So yeah, I'm still hoping to do that dance album one of these days.
Yeah, now feels like a good time. I think everybody sort of wants to let loose, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Because even I'm sure you heard the "Have a Little Faith in Me," the faith
Oh,
song.
speaking of pandemic songs, yeah, that was a song for me that I would also midday. That was the song that kept me going through the day. I'd start the day with a light of a clear blue morning, and then Faith would come on midday, and I would make it through the end of the day, thanks to you.
Yeah, well, actually, that one lifted me up a lot too. So I'd like to do some more things like that you can dance to, move to, and really feel good about. So yeah, I've got some good things in mind.
With everything that is happening in the world right now, are you finding it difficult to get into the Christmas spirit? Because I'm over here like, Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas.
It is. It is kind of like a hard candy Christmas this year, ain't it? It's just hard times for a lot of people. But I just refuse to let this, dampen my joy. Although we are going to have to do it different. You can't get out and do all the things that you'd like to. You can't even go shopping as much as you'd like to. But I do think that I will manage to have my Christmas and have my little nieces and nephews and have as much of my family around as we can safely. But I won't let that stop me from rejoicing in my own way and decorating my houses. I have a lake house and different things that that I do, and I have to have all that God and all that glitter and all that food and all the stuff to go with it. Nothing's going to stop me from doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Rhinestones are your therapy.
Yeah, they are. Rhinestones are my medicine. If I don't wear them, I'll take them so I can shine from the inside out.
Oh, oh, that's so funny. On your new album, Holly Dolly Christmas, you sing about the true meaning of Christmas on Christmases with Miley, your goddaughter, and you say it's kindness, love, compassion. I think all things that we need more of in the world right now. What about that song made you think to ask Miley to sing it with you?
Well, that song actually is one of the songs from the Netflix movie that I did, the musical, and I wanted to also bring it over into the album because we're not probably going to have a soundtrack from that musical, not as of yet. So I wanted to bring that over, and I wanted Molly and Billy Ray to be on this album because it's been 30 years since I've had an album out. And you don't usually do but one or two Christmas albums in your whole career. And I figure this would probably be the last one. And since Molly and Billy Ray are like family to me, I told them both, I said, you can't even say no. I'm not having it. You both have to be on this album with me forever. So when we're all dead and gone or old, we'll say, okay, here we are with family. But Molly, she's always been great. I love her to death. She's like my own. And so she said, yeah, I can't put it out as a single because I've got a new project. I said, I didn't ask you to put it out as a single. I asked you to sing on it. So she said, well, of course I'll sing on it. So we did, and that was wonderful. And I love the song I did with Billy Ray. My niece, Jada, wrote that one. So I kind of kept it all like in the family. I sang one of the songs with my brother, Randy. It's a song I wrote about him because he was our Christmas baby. When he was born years ago, back in when I was a child, we always wanted a walking, talking doll, and he was so born close to Christmas. Mama said, "Here's your walking, talking doll." So I wrote a song called "You Are My Christmas," and he's singing a duet with me on it, and his daughter, my niece Heidi, singing that third part harmony. So I've got Miley and Billy Ray, Randy and Heidi and Jada. So I got 5 members that I consider family on it also.
Oh, it's a family affair, just like Christmas should be. Yeah. During this divisive year, I was thinking about how people see you as this great unifier. And there are not many people who could say that about themselves, but you are the kind of person who's able to bring mountain people and drag queens together in one room. And I think that says a lot. What does it mean to you to know that even though there is such division in this country, that you're able to reach people across the spectrum of religion, race, politics, gay, straight?
Well, I just love people. I love everybody. I love that God light and that God core that is in every single one of us. I do not judge, nor criticize, nor condemn. I think we're supposed to love each other. And I love all the different people in this world. I'm fascinated with everybody's personality. I want to know who they are. So I'm out to, kind of pull people in, not separate people. So I just love people, and people seem to love me, and that makes me feel really good. So hopefully that's what God wants us to do. At least that's what I'm thinking that He wants me to do. So I'm going to continue to do that.
Does it hurt you to know that there are people who are not like you in the world?
Well, yeah, it does hurt me to know that anybody cannot open their heart to love people in the way that they should. It does hurt. But all you can do is to try to make the best of your world, try to have enough love to try to reach out if you can, and to try to, kind of calm things down if you see there is problems going on, and know what to do. I just pray for God to lead me every day and to help me uplift people and glorify Him.
Your song, or your book Song Teller, acknowledges a song that I actually just recently discovered called Family.
Oh yeah, and ain't it so true? It's like I love that song too, where it talks about some are preachers, some are gay, some are addicts, some are strays, but not a one is turned away when it's family. And that to me, it's not just your own family; it's the family of man. It's like we're all family. People just don't seem to get that. But if you could just look at everybody like a member of your own family, you'd have a lot more tolerance. You may not still like them, but you could still love them, and tolerate them. But anyway, so I'm glad you like that song. I wrote that with my friend Carl Perkins. He's the famous one of, that stole my blue suede shoes back in the Elvis days.
Because I feel like it was ahead of its time. The book acknowledges that it's possibly the first country song to mention the word gay. And this was 1991. How did the world country fans react to the word gay in that song when it was released in the early 90s?
Actually, I don't remember anybody saying anything, because I really do believe, whether you accept them or not, we all have gays and lesbians and transgenders in our family or in our family of friends. I mean, there's so many people, that won't just accept people for who they are, which is really, really sad. For the people that feel like they have to be different because they're different from what somebody else says they should be. So I don't remember at that time anybody saying anything, because the way that I said it, some are preachers, some are saints, some are, something this and others ain't, and some are gay, some are, straight, some are gay, and not a one's turned away. Because to me, that's how I feel about it. So that song really says a whole lot about it, a whole lot of things. And I've been, I've had people poke at me for saying certain things, but it never stops me. I'm going to always let my love light shine on everybody.